inside a royal court ball, perfume, protocol, and layers upon layers of lace. If the hidden rooms of Versailles were its backstage, then the royal court ball was its dazzling performance. Few spectacles captured the essence of Versailles more vividly than these evenings of music, movement, and magnificence. They were not mere entertainments, they were demonstrations of hierarchy, politics, and power. Wrapped in silk and candlelight, the moment one entered the Hall of Mirrors, transformed into a ballroom, the senses were overwhelmed. Hundreds of candles flickered in chandeliers, their reflections multiplying endlessly in the mirrors, creating the illusion of infinite light. Perfume filled the air, not only to dazzle but also to disguise the less pleasant realities of a palace crowded with thousands of bodies and precious few drains. The scents of roses, amber, and orange blossom clung to wigs, gloves, and lace. Protocol dictated everything. To be invited was an honor. To dance in the presence of the king was a privilege that reinforced one's place in the court hierarchy. Who partnered whom, who was seated where, and even who dared approach the royal family, all were determined by layers of rules, understood only by those immersed in court life. For newcomers, one false step could mean humiliation or exile from favor. The costumes themselves were feats of engineering. Court dress was heavy, elaborate, and unyielding. Women's gowns stretched wide with panniers, supported by whalebone and fabric. Their bodices were stiff, their movements restricted to graceful turns and bows. Men wore embroidered coats, silk stockings, and heels. Their powdered wigs were meticulously styled, sometimes adorned with ribbons or jewels. Each layer of lace and brocade was not simply fashion, it was a statement of wealth, rank, and allegiance. The music was provided by the finest musicians of France, their violins and flutes guiding the dancers through stately but these were not the free-spirited dances of a village fair. Every step was choreographed, each bow and gesture part of a language that communicated elegance, discipline, and refinement. The ball was not about pleasure alone, it was a stage on which loyalty to the crown was performed. And yet, amid the glitter and the formality, there were moments of humanity. Quiet whispers between partners, nervous glances from young courtiers eager to impress, the suppressed laughter of friends who found the endless ceremonies absurd. These glimpses of ordinary emotion pierced the surface of ritual, reminding us that behind the masks of powder and lace were real people, caught between splendor and suffocation. For the king and queen, the ball was not relaxation, but responsibility. Their mere presence was symbolic, their every gesture watched, imitated, and interpreted. To smile, to favor one courtier with a glance, to dance with another, each act could ripple outward, altering alliances and ambitions. Versailles was never free from politics, not even under the music of violins. As the candles burned low and the last dance ended, the court would disperse, leaving behind the faint trace of perfume and melted wax. The grandeur of the evening dissolved into the chill corridors and hidden chambers once more. But the impression of the ball, its light, its order, its brilliance lingered, affirming again the purpose of Versailles, to shine so brightly that no one could imagine life without it.